Alright, Shalom Akim. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and the glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Harakakudash. Of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and elders that rule well at Great Millstone. And also Shalom to all you sincere Akim, preaching this word in all truth and in sincerity. So this article, or this, this article, okay, this message, this video, however you wish to label it, it's posted by Dabu7, and it says, "Plan for the worst. Law enforcement across America is bracing for mass election riots." So there's going to be a major form of civil unrest that's about to take place here in America, man. All right, here in Babylon. And us, Akim, we understand prophecy, all right? We understand that there's going to be civil unrest, man. We understand there's going to be martial law, which the Bible calls Jacob's trouble. Jacob is your so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And also Israelite foreigners, Israelites that descend from the 12 tribes. Your lineage goes back to so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. But you just don't appear that way outwardly because our forefathers mingled with other nations, man. For example, there's a lot of Vietnamese. There's a lot of Vietnamese men and women, so-called Vietnamese, by the way, that are actually Israelites. Okay, those brothers posted videos, lessons on, I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with her, but lessons and videos with this one so-called Vietnamese woman. She goes by the name, Mimi. I believe her channel on YouTube, or her old channel on YouTube, was called something like I Love Mimi or some shit. But you could see by her mannerisms, she's a N-dub. Alright, she's an Israelite woman. Okay, I say N-dub as a derogatory term. Brothers know what those acronyms stand for. But yeah, she's an Israelite, no doubt about it. All she kicks it with is Jake. She got 2 children with the Jake. Okay, she's an Israelite. She's a Jake. Now, going back to what I was talking about, Vietnam, they sent a lot of Israelites to fight that war, the Vietnam War. And what they were out there doing, anytime people go to war, they take advantage of spoils of war. And spoils of war, one major form of spoil is women. So that's just an example of our people mingling with these other nations. That's just an example of how, in truth and in sincerity, we have Israelite foreigners. But going back to the subject at hand, this is what you see here. Plan for the worst. Law enforcement across America is bracing for election riots. Right. You had talks about the Proud Boys saying that if Biden gets elected, pretty much they're gonna fucking unleash anarchy, all out hell upon the government, upon this system. And you had other talks, if Trump gets elected, the NFAC is going to come out. It's all a joke. Okay, if you really believe in this stuff, you need to rub the boogers out your eyes, man. Because it's all a play. It's all a joke. Okay, if it was so true that the Proud Boys were going to come out with any form of rebellion, anarchy, you got the FBI, man. FBI, the CIA. FBI stands for Federal Bureau of Investigation. They know everything that goes on. You have the CIA. It stands for Center of Intelligence Agency. These two parties work hand in hand to bring everything that the elite don't want down. So if the Proud Boys and these other groups go to war with each other and start killing people, that's exactly what the elite want. But we know it's all a shit show. It's a joke. All right. Let me get this in 2nd Esdras. Chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the Highest will begin to visit the world which he made. You measure the time by reading, by getting edified, based upon what these scriptures are saying. That's how you measure the time. And it's revealed to you. Okay, like it says in the book of Amos. Chapter 3, verse 7. Let me get that. It says, surely the Lord power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. So ultimately, if you're a prophet, you're going to understand, you're going to be able to measure the time diligently. Like everybody understands, well, not everybody, but the majority of the people on the earth understand that we're living in the last days. We're living in the end times. But they don't understand how it's going to come about. Okay, they don't understand what's going to take place, but we do. We do, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai revealed it unto us. As the scriptures say, he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. If you're a prophet, that means you're going to be speaking according to prophecy. And prophecy is something that's bound to happen, something that was told beforehand that was going to come to pass. Okay, so jumping back to that in Amos. Slakia, 2nd Esdras. Says, then shalt thou understand it is the very same time when the Highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is visiting this world, man. Okay, the only reason you people can't see it is because you're not of his. Alright, he has no love for 2/3 of our people. He has no love for these other nations. He has no love for Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, that's the devil. Now, going back to what I said earlier about Israelite foreigners, you're going to have Israelites that are part of the 1/3 that are going to be saved, that do look like other nations, including Esau, including Edomites. All right, that's just what it is. But as the scripture says, those that are going to get beamed up, those that are going to get saved by the chariots, so-called UFOs, in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, they're going to be changed. They're going to receive a new body. So if you look like a heathen, you look like another nation, you look like an Edomite, Moabite, Ammonite, Ishmaelite, Elamite, Hamite, you're going to get a new body. You're going to be changed back to our original format, the original blueprint, which is looking like a Judite, which is looking like an Ephraimite, the way they looked in the ancient world. Now we can only speculate on how they looked according to how Yahushai looks. how Yahweh looks. Okay, that's our best way of understanding what Jake's going to look like in the kingdom. All right, but to be 100%, we don't know exactly how the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to play things out in the kingdom. Okay, that's just a speculation through the Spirit. Okay, verse 3, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, going back to that article Dabu 7 had posted, saying to prepare for the worst. Prepare for these people to go buck wild, to go ham bone during election time. And election time is next month, November 2020. You know, you got Biden winning right now. You got Biden leading by like, I think 100 points over Trump. But they said that the majority of the Republicans haven't even voted yet. They said the Republicans, they're talking about they're not going to vote until during election time, till November. Okay, that's when they're going to start voting. So you people that think that whoever you think is going to win, you know, we believe that Trump could win. I believe Trump could win. You know, we believe that a lot of us brothers believe that Trump is an hero. All right, they had a Time magazine that pretty much showed Trump dressed as a Roman Caesar, and it pretty much was saying that he could be Nero. So, you know, don't be fooled. The game is rigged. All right, Esau's system is all rigged. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua's program is all rigged. Okay, the elect are going to win at the end of all days, the end of the day. But the matter is, there's going to be uproars of these people, man. And that's prophecy. Okay, that's why it's not wise to go out in these protests. It's not wise to be around mass amounts of people. All right? It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For as like all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. The end is made manifest, man. Okay, this is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Yep, that's talking about race wars, civil wars, martial law. Now these things are going to happen. Okay, they're going to happen eventually, whether the Proud Boys kick something off, which, like I said before, it's all a coup, it's all a joke. But real people are going to get inspired by the wickedness of the elite, by their agenda. Okay, they have the Illuminati card game. And the Illuminati card game has a lot of things, a lot of cards that are based on prophecy. Okay, the mark of the beast, the RFID chip is going to be implemented. And then a lot of people ain't going to take that too lightly, man. A lot of people are going to revolt when they start mandating the vaccine, when they start mandating the RFID chip. Okay, which is going to lead to that, man. It's going to lead to that unrest. It's going to lead to that, you know, martial law, civil war. All right? It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So nobody's going to give a damn about what Trump has to say, what Biden has to say, whoever's in office. These people ain't going to care, man. Okay? Watch when they start doing things to a higher extent. And they start trying to take people's children away. Okay, start firing people because they ain't getting the vaccine to keep their job. Start evicting people. People are gonna riot, man. People are gonna lose it. People are gonna go crazy. And that's just a small dose of what's ultimately gonna come. Because what ultimately is gonna come is the chip, man. And after that, nuclear fire, nuclear war. And that's the cherry on top. Those are the final prophecies, man. The chip and nuclear fire. All right, and salvation of the elect. But the salvation comes simultaneously as the fire. All right, it says, verse 17, I'm going to close it with this. Well, I'm going to close it with 18. A man shall desire to go into his city and shall not be able. Right, because, they're saying here in California that the virus, the pandemic, is starting to get worse. They just said certain counties where I'm around are now in the red list, meaning they could slowly open things back up. Or they can open things back up, but for a limited amount of people. But then the brother just posted an article today saying these same counties, out of nowhere, just like overnight, got worse. So ultimately what's going to happen is there's going to be another shutdown, man. Because it's prophecy. It's prophecy for there to be martial law. It's prophecy for there to be an economic collapse. Okay? And a lot of people are going to desire to go, flee into another city to see family, to get their wife, their children, because a lot of jobs you got to commute nowadays. And they're going to have these highways shut down, man, the freeways shut down, man, cities shut down. So you gotta really take this serious, man. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's the point. But get like the article said, prepare for the worst. Because shit is really about to hit the fan. If you're spiritual, you can see it. That's why the apostles are coming down, saying you gotta do a video a day. Because it's really about to go down, man. So with that, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, B'Hashem, Harakakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders that rule well at Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect.